Hi, my name's Katie. I'm a 500 hour trained yoga teacher and graduate of the 200 hour Movement Wisdom School training program. And that's the one I'm going to talk about right here. First off, I'll make a confession. This, of all my training courses, is the one I revisit the most. So if you're looking for online training, this course, in my opinion, is one of the absolute best you can gift yourself. It's the most solid foundation on offer for a developing yoga practitioner or, of course, budding teacher. You're going to cover everything you would expect to in a 200-hour program and then some. Discounting everything else that makes it awesome, like a gorgeous manual, slick platform, easy accessibility, the content of this course is extraordinary. Your education will be as broad as it is deep, covering everything you would expect to in terms of anatomy, breathwork, meditation, philosophy, you name it, it's in there. But there's so much more, and in fact more than the Yoga Alliance requires for you to qualify. Just to highlight what that means, rather than by the end of the course you're given a cookie cutter class template to follow for your initial students, you're already turning into your future teacher. You're already encouraged to think for yourself, ask your own questions, get curious. So by the time you get to being in front of a classroom, you're able to create engaging, inspiring classes with perhaps well-considered themes, a much broader intention than you would otherwise have. And these become a much better reflection of the kind of teacher you're going to develop into. In turn, you're going to be finding your voice much more quickly due to the way the classes are delivered and the way you're encouraged to progress and develop. Your teaching style is going to become much more evident more quickly, so you are really ready to rock and roll by the time you get to graduation. It does help that you also get to explore 4 different styles of yoga, meaning you've got a varied toolkit to draw from. And when I say a full in-depth study, that's exactly what I mean. It's not just a cursory glance at something else like restorative or yin, it's full. This alone makes you a standout teacher, meaning you can offer future students so much more, appealing to a much wider audience too, and then actually be really flexible with your teaching approach. This course is geared up to ensure you're afforded every opportunity to be the best yoga teacher you can possibly be, and the main reason for that is down to creator and mentor Jess. She's striving to ensure all of her students experience the best possible education they can. I was intrigued by the course content when I was searching around for my next YTT, but to be honest, Jess is the reason that I ended up taking the course. I tried out a few of her classes online and I loved her vibe. She's disciplined, intelligent, clear, and so evidently highly advanced in her own yoga schooling. And I know she's done a crazy amount of YTTs too, and yet manages to hold on to this chilled, accessible, laid-back vibe all the way through. Even there are points during the YTT when you might start to feel a little bit overwhelmed, as I have done in the past, Jess was always there. There was one moment when life got in the way and I kind of ran out of patience with myself. And she had to remind me, do you know what? Just enjoy the process. There's no must, there's no need. Enjoy what you're doing. And from that point, I was away. She's one trainer who genuinely cares about her students, giving them the best possible education, but also how they develop. She's 100% present, and even now I know that if I've got a problem or a query, or I just want to check something out or bounce an idea off somebody, I know I can reach out to her. One of the big things about this school is that you are not forgotten once the YTT is done. If you join the Movement Wisdom community, you've got a community for life. It's thanks to them working hard to create this community vibe that made this online training feel so well supported. I know it's easy to kind of feel isolated and detached from your tutors when you're studying online, and then you can get a bit bored too, and maybe it slips away. But with so much effort towards creating a buzzing community, I never felt alone. We're a team, and even several years later, I love that I can still connect with these people. And getting feedback from your peers and interacting with those on the same journey is just as important now as it was during the original YTT. I had the best time on this course, and I've done several online and in-person YTTs, as I've said. And even though this wasn't my first, this is the course that really laid the foundation for me, guiding me into being the teacher and the person that I am today. It's done heaps for my personal development, of which there is actually a dedicated section which is unique in itself. You don't always get stuff like that. And for the whole experience, I'm going to be eternally grateful. So if you are thinking about doing a 200-hour YTT, one thing I can tell you is that this was the best investment in myself that I ever made. So I wish you the best of luck, and maybe I'll see you in the teachers group someday.